We are officially a month away from Emancipation and Independence celebrations. Do not wait until July 31 to start scouting for your gold and stripe outfit. Yes, if you don't know, gold and stripe is the fashion garb for the celebratory period. On the show today, more on this year's celebrations. Plus, there's much to discuss in education, and the Portfolio Minister Ruel Reid is back with us. Plus, some intense drama to add a little variety to your day. I'm Adrian Atkinson, and this is Jamaica Magazine, the show with the information you need to improve your life. Stay with us.
The government's tax relief will benefit more than 250,000 people who pay income tax. The tax threshold will be moved from $592,800 to $1 million on July 1, 2016, and to $1.5 million on April 1, 2017. The government of Jamaica building a partnership for economic growth and prosperity.
What are the changes to come under the Career Advancement Program? Up next, Education Minister Ruel Reid provides details on the program as well as other matters under his portfolio. Watch this.
Welcome to Issues and Answers. I'm Ian Boyne. Today we speak to the Minister of Education, Youth and Information, the Honorable Ruel Reid. There are several areas that we want to speak to the Minister about, more particularly his relationship with the Heart Trust, the importance of the work of the Heart Trust, and how the work of the Heart Trust falls within the mandate of the ministry. How much emphasis is the ministry placing on technical and vocational education, or is this just a kind of a Cinderella in the education system?
No. A good point you're making. We are now immersing, TVET right into the education system from as we're trying to even drill down to primary, but certainly at the secondary already, broadening the curriculum in all high schools. All high schools now have to do technical education. And by the way, CXC is going to be moving to have as part of their SBA component the CVQ. So even at that level, we are fully integrated. Already levels 1 and 2 are done in the high school system. And so we want to signal that in the emerging international workforce, that technical education is most significant and highly sought after. At least 80% of all jobs require technical skills and training. And this is why I'm saying that when we have to move from the traditional grammar type of education, it has to be more customized and technically driven, where skills become premium. Because all the new areas of job opportunity require high levels of skills and training. And that is why we have to work very clearly and closely with Heart in this regard. In fact, I tell you, we are also working on the National Qualifications Framework. And what that will do is clarify to the workforce and the citizens that there is an equal and comparability between the traditional education system and the technical. So you could very well pursue a technical track separate from the traditional, but the equivalency can be established. So we will be rolling that out very soon. We're already working with the Jamaica Territory Education Commission on that particular initiative. In fact, what I'd love to see soon is a whole licensure system where a number of jobs require you to have certification and a license. So you're a licensed technician, you're a licensed plumber, you're a licensed mechanic for you to practice. And Heart certainly would be required to certify you for you to get that license. For example, the Canadian Red Seals and a number of other countries, that's how they operate. You have to be trained and certified get a license for you to operate. So this is the kind of thing that we'd want. In fact, that would help our own country in terms of attracting investment.
And there are
so
a number of persons who might not have passed through formal institutions, but who, because of their years of experience,
yes.
have expertise in
Sure,
particular areas
sure.
and can be certified
They can,
by
yes.
heart.
Well, yeah, that is an area that we've been looking at. We talk about the mature entry level.
Yes, right.
And we also find that even the later years, you can still train a person in terms of the numeracy and the literacy, because it's amazing after you have had that kind of experience.
Yes.
As you say, you can literally validate their competencies. So that is part of the whole workforce training and certification that ART is doing.
Absolutely right. Going back to the matter of partnerships,
Yes.
through HART,
Yes.
just briefly, Minister, I know there is also a program with the Ministry of Health
Yes.
to train cadre of community health, health workers.
yes, right.
There's also a partnership in the food and beverage industry
right.
with Red Stripe, for example,
Yes.
to increase food and beverage workers. Those types of
Yes.
particular types of partnerships, if you would speak to that.
Yeah,
the importance of those.
It's very important, and these are our key stakeholders who we're working with for particular niche and needs within the society. You mentioned health, for example. Of course, we're fighting
Yes.
the dreaded Zika.
Yes.
And the HART has been able to respond very positively to this national need. And we're going to be providing, along with the Ministry of Health, training for persons to be able to serve as liaison, going into communities and educating the nation about best practices and getting rid of mosquito breeding site and so on. So we're going to be working on that in partnership with the Ministry of Health. You mentioned Red Stripe, also another area that we'll be working in terms of training bartenders and so on. So there are several partnerships that we are developing. The Ministry of Education with the CAP program. There are some what I call security corps that will be part of the CAP program that will be trained in conjunction with HART, that we'll be able to put back into schools, as well as they'll serve the other private sector enterprises. So these are several components. You heard recently about the NEO, that was launched with the IDB support. The youth program with the PSOJ. HART is also part of that partnership where we're trying to reach 10,000 unattached youth in terms of their program. So HART is known for partnership.
Yes.
I think recently they got a national award for the partnership with the private sector.
We're speaking to the Minister of Education, Youth and Information, the Honorable Ruel Reid. We take our first break on Issues and Answers.
No, son. A verb is an action word.
Parents need to become more involved in their children's education.
Parents are the first and in many cases the most important teachers.
Read with your children. Review their schoolwork. Visit their school.
Tapping and rapping and slapping, I said.
Nice. High five. Woo!
A good education will never decay.
Minister of Education, Youth and Information, the Honorable Ruel Reid, is our guest. The private sector has a critical role, Minister. HART trains people, but the private sector needs to utilize the resources of these trained persons.
Yeah.
What would be your own encouragement to the private sector in terms of working with HART, private companies, in terms of collaborating more with HART so that those who are trained will find positions in industry and in commerce?
Well, the existence of HART is a tremendous blessing. There are very few countries who have an institution like this. So when you look at, you mentioned private companies, can you imagine you have government, I mean, yes, they're contributing their 3%, but having contributed that already, they don't have to now create another budget to train their workers. So through HEART, they already have a ready mechanism to train and certify workers. And not only just train and certify, but continuous professional development. So as you change out and have new systems, because, you know, companies are always going to be, you know, reorganizing, they're going to strategically improve their systems and so on. That is also where HEART comes in. So every time you have new systems, new processes, you call in HEART and they come in and train. So they're there to offer continuous professional development. And, you know, if you're a new company, you certainly want to look for hard trained and certified workers to hire as part of your complement of workers. So I would say to the private sector, Hard Trust NTA is your partner for life. Hard Trust is there for you. It is providing the key resource, the human resource that you need for the success of your company. We are training and certifying persons to international standard. Now, you don't want it better, because after all the technology you have, you also need quality and competent human resource. And that is where the Hard Trust NTA becomes your partner for life.
And there have been so many persons who have gone on apprenticeship programs in private companies, which those companies themselves have kept because of the quality of these persons.
Absolutely. So this is a very good you know, relationship to develop.
Minister, finally, I want to go back to CAP,
the
whole philosophy behind CAP. Why is the CAP program so important? And explain to us the rationale of this CAP program.
The philosophy and rationale for this CAP program is really trying to reform the education system, and we're trying to achieve a number of things by this particular initiative. We speak about the traditional grammar type colonial education system that did not provide education for all. In fact, there's a time when grade 9 was the terminal grade for students. They were out of school. For years we wrestled with trying to find places for students beyond grade 9, which created, by the way, a whole reservoir of unattached youth that we see the kind of social problem that we have encountered. So in 2007, when the current administration was in power, current Prime Minister was then Minister of Education, had been speaking about the issue of unattached youth for a long time. And we worked with him to develop this particular program to ensure that we would capture the unattached youth. Because when we look at the data at the time, a very small percentage of the student population at grade 11 were passing, you know, even 2 CXC subjects. And they were lost. They were now becoming part of the unattached group. So part of CAP was to give them an opportunity to continue their education, to drill down and find out what are some of their weaknesses and trying to correct those weaknesses, and then empower them and give them opportunity for certification. In fact, it ties in very much with our philosophy that not all children progress at the same rate. And students also have different you know, interests and learning styles and so on. So the CAP program is capping and providing a solution to all of this, because outside of CAP, these kids would have been exiting the formal education system, and it is always very difficult when they exit at that particular time to get them back into the system. So a lot of the social problem we have had in Jamaica with gangs and you know, the issues with youth, we are now going to try and deal with this particular problem through CAP. And by the way, with the youth portfolio, we are not only going to just leave them at age 18, they can continue with us until age 29, because even the CAP program, we are taking them from whatever level they are to the highest level, which would also include program that will be on par with a master's degree.
With a master's?
Yes, or you can transition out of CAP into the traditional university program. That's what it is. In fact, it's such a
comprehensive.
It is very comprehensive, and it's understanding people, understanding young people, how we learn. Because what we have found, and by the way, Jamaica is not unique in this regard, because I've been traveling the world and understanding that they're having the same problem. Latin America, everybody have the same problem, even across the Caribbean. CXC will tell you their data. That is only 24% of students in the Caribbean who really pass the CXC exam, right? And so, and part of it is understanding development, because most children actually begin to peak around age 18. So it's only the very bright kids really do very well at 16, particularly our boys. I mean, 1 in 42 of our boys, for example, are autistic, right? So we cannot have an education system that truncates and prevents persons very early in terms of their education system. So the CAP program is a very comprehensive program that seeks to, as I spoke about earlier, in terms of career development and empowerment of our youth, giving all our youth an equal opportunity for self-actualization and maximizing their potential.
Minister, thanks very much for your
It has been a pleasure,
for your time. Minister of Education, Youth and Information, the Honorable Ruel Reid, spending time with us on Issues and Answers. Next week, I'll be back. Until then, Ian Boyne wishing you a pleasant day.
Parents, assist your children with their schoolwork. That means help. Don't do it for them. Every assignment, such as school-based assessments, SBAs, should be written and researched by the students. Doing the assignment is not helping your child, but rather teaching him or her to take shortcuts and even being dishonest.
SBAs are expected to be developmental. They are aligned to the syllabus, and it is really to assist the students in developing those fundamental concepts for them to do well in the examination itself.
Doing your child's assignment is a breach of the educational regulations, which carries severe sanctions. Be of help. Don't be dishonest.
Let's get together and feel all right. That's the theme for this year's Emancipation and Independence celebrations, to be observed July 31 through to August 6. Take a look.
Let's get together and feel all right is the theme for our 2016 Emancipation and Independence celebrations, as Jamaica marks its 54th year of independence and 182 years since emancipation. The use of that theme from Bob Marley's One Love was made possible with permission from the Bob Marley Foundation. At the recent launch, Culture Minister Olivia Grange spoke to the theme's relevance.
This is a call to us and a reminder of one of the key factors in our emancipation and independence. That factor being unity and togetherness, putting our hands and hearts together as we all continue to build Jamaica, Jamaica land we love. The theme also calls us to celebrate and appreciate who we are and our accomplishments. We have proven to the world that we are a nation with talent, a nation that has what it takes to succeed and be prosperous.
So from Sunday, July 31 to Saturday, August 6, the island will be engulfed in a series of events and activities to celebrate our emancipation and independence. These are largely being executed by the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, JCDC, an agency of the Culture Ministry.
The celebrations this year provides a platform for Jamaicans to feel good about themselves and to feel good about our country. This platform not only provides activities that are celebratory and entertaining, but which also allow for contemplation, dialogue, and commemoration. The JCDC will ensure that all planned events and activities are characterized by our core values, which gives the acronym EPIC. That is excellence, professionalism, integrity, and creativity.
Some of the epic events in store.
The Jamaica 54 celebrations will span the length and breadth of the island and will include church services, parish vigils, flag-raising ceremonies, festival bandwagons or festival roadshows, public fora, street dances, and independence concerts.
Government and private institutions can register their events with the JCDC.
These events will be accredited or endorsed as independence celebrations events and will benefit from promotion through listings on the promotional websites of the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the JCDC, the JTB, Jamaica Tourist Board, the Jamaica Information Service, and other entities.
Highly anticipated staples will make their return, such as the Emancipation Vigil in Civil St. Anne on July 31. The Independence Village will again be set up at the Ranny Williams Entertainment Center in Kingston. So too the Auntie Roach Literary Festival and Mellow-Go-Round. And of course, Grand Gala returns to the National Arena on August 6. There will also be a number of new events, including Reggae to Rio, to be celebrated on August 5 as we look forward to our athletes' Olympic success in Rio, Brazil. Leading up to August 6, the major JCDC festival events will take the spotlight.
How much I love to see Jamaica living in
Ubusuku Obushle. Good evening, everyone. My name is Monique Patrice Robb, and I proudly represent the parish of St. Mary.
I'm banking in Jesus, bank of life, bank of Jehovah, bank of Christ, banking in the Lord and everything is alright. Number one, just it, bank when I think twice.
Wanna catch the spirit yet? Maybe the fashion will bring it alive. This year's theme is Wear It in Gold and Stripe It Bold. The celebratory plans will only come to light due to the support of sponsors like the Chase Fund.
I want to say that we understand the value and we also understand the potential of our cultural heritage to national development, and wisely we allocate resources to achieve these outcomes.
Remember, the celebrations are for everyone, so be sure to take part in the many competitions that have been planned, including window dressing for public and private sector entities, media agencies that best showcase the spirit of independence, advertising agencies that best utilize the independence theme in their promotional campaigns, parish councils with the best decorated towns for independence, the best diaspora celebration, and more. For more details on all these or to register your events for the 2016 Emancipation and Independence celebrations, contact the JCDC at 926-5726-9 and keep connected with them on Facebook and Twitter at JCDC Jamaica. Let's get together and feel all right.
Every community, every corner, every street, every lane, every nook and cranny, as we'll say, of the island, and of course, those in the diaspora are expected to come alive and celebrate together as proud Jamaicans.
Though the road was rocky and the fields were steep, still we survive. We put the faith and trust in the Father. He's keeping us alive. So give thanks and praises. We are still alive. So put your hand in the air and praise. And for the prettiness and high and praise. For the love in the nation and praise. And let all the people praise, praise.
It's that time again, the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission JCDC season for the Festival of the Arts. The Commission stages its annual Festival of the Performing Arts competition to unearth, develop and showcase the creative talents of Jamaicans from all walks of life. Come witness performances in dance, drama, traditional folk form, music and speech. Top winners will move on to the national finals in July. Be a part of a tradition of excellence. Show the world your creative talents and be recognized. For more information, contact the JCDC at 926-5726-9.
This week on Festival Corner, drama is king. Let's watch.
All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. A popular line from William Shakespeare's As You Like It. The entrants in this year's Festival of the Performing Arts Drama Finals took on that mantra and commanded the Little Theatre's stage, proving they are players ready for the acting world. This week on Festival Corner, drama reigns supreme.
The Jamaican Agency for the Approval of Parental Privileges.
If you're on a cell phone, we apologize for using up your credit.
Dial 1.
For Jamaican Standard English, dial 2.
If your application has been denied 2 times or more, please
hang up. If you are under the age of 30, please hang up.
For all of the inquiries, please dial 0 for the operator.
The Little Theatre stage saw performances across various genres, including farce, experimental, fiction, and even a one-woman play.
Thomas, you can't leave me. Thomas, no. Thomas, no. You cannot leave me and the baby like this, Thomas. Yes, Thomas, I'm pregnant. I was going to tell you after we done married. All right, Thomas. Thomas, listen to me now. Let me tell you what to do. Marry me today and leave me tomorrow. Thomas, do. Just marry me today. And leave me. Even if me after the wedding done.
Tell them already, so me tell them again. Tell them already, so me tell them again. They want murderer. They want vampire. Murder is on the rise. Hey, no one seems to hear the people cries. Hey.
Look out, world! These Jamaican actors and actresses are coming. Next year, do not miss the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission's drama finals. You're sure to laugh, cry, and be spellbound.
What you say from it, they will not heed. What you scream from it, they do not hear. What you put into it to nourish your bodies, they will snatch away and give you leavings instead. So love your moms. Love them.
I leave you with this. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. I hope that's motivation for you to achieve your goals in this brand new week and beyond. Send your feedback or comments to jamaicamagazine@jis.gov.jm. You may also find out more about the Career Advancement Program on our website, jis.gov.jm. We're also on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. So log on and stay in the know. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Have yourselves a wonderful day.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.